Why is it important to wear a primer, and why is it important to sell your clients the Moisture Macy primer? So straight off the bat, a primer makes your makeup apply a lot smoother. It gives you a smoother look, but we will get into that. A primer also adds to an even skin tone, and it gives your makeup a base to stick onto, and it also makes your makeup last longer. So what better product can you get on the market than this Moisture Macy's SPF primer? So number one, we are so lazy to apply sunscreen, or some of us don't like applying sunscreen because the sunscreen is too oily. It makes you sweat, it makes you shiny, and it makes your makeup separate. But only people will know that are clued up with makeup. So this is honestly best of both worlds, because now we've got a primer that has a lot of benefits, and it makes your makeup look even and beautiful, and we've got the SPF. So we can eliminate the SPF by just adding this, because it's already got this in. And what makes this so wonderful is it really does give you that flawless base. So what I like to do to convince people to use a primer is I take the primer and I put it on my one hand, and then I rub it in and work it into my hand. And straight off the bat, you will see your one hand is smoother. It looks more youthful. It looks more how can I say, smoother, youthful. It just gives that client that wow effect, and then they want to purchase the primer from you. So I always rub it in, and I take a lot. Rub it in the back of my hand, and then in the fine lines of my hand and the little pores of my hand, you will just see it become this smooth canvas. And that is what happens on your face. All of us have fine lines, all of us have pores, and this literally goes into the fine lines and pores and gives you the most smoothest finish. So that is enough to make a client wonder, wow, am I going to look more youthful? Am I going to look younger? Let's try this. The SPF is a benefit, and the nice thing about this primer is it feels like a face cream. So you can tell the clients, because some clients experience with primers are not very well. You've got people that used silicone primers before, they don't like the texture, or clients that use mattifying primers from other brands that make them very, very dry and make their skin feel very cracky or very itchy. So again, we need to educate them on this specific primer and why it is so wonderful to use. So we've covered that makeup needs a base to stick onto. So what more do you need? We've got this base that gives you a smooth canvas, and it literally grabs the foundation and keeps it into place. And this one also gives you that beautiful complexion. It gives you that beautiful look and feel. And then hopping into the next subject, which will be oil control. So you've got a client with a combination skin, dry and oily, but you want to give a certain product, right? So this bad boy will do the rest. In the T-zone, for instance, or other places on the skin where they tend to go oily, this oil control benefit will jump in and do its thing. It's anti-aging. Anti-aging is literally a big subject right now. People love it when something is anti-aging, because then they feel they are doing something good for their skin. So ladies love hearing that a thing is anti-aging, and then they'll wear it every day. They will wear it more. anti-inflammatory. So in my experience with my eczema flaring up, it comes and it goes. But what I'll do is I'll just apply, before I go to bed, I will apply this on top of my eczema, and the next day or the day after, the itchiness will be gone, the dry patches will be gone. It is a magnificent thing, this, to give to a person that has dry skin, because that anti-inflammatory benefit just makes your world go round and round. So that is another great benefit of this primer. And then we've got smoothens fine lines and wrinkles and tightens pores. So if we've got a client that has visible pores, bigger pores, we want to really sell this to them, because this will make the biggest difference to the appearance of their skin, to the appearance of the foundation and how it looks on the skin. So this will go into the pores, fill it up. See it as a putty that you are putting into a little hole. It will fill it up and it will give you that even, beautiful complexion. So that's another thing, to try and give this to clients that have maybe acne marks in their skin, large pores, or fine little holes in their face. You will see it and then you'll know, this we need to use. We need to use this. So it also repairs acne, scarring and damaged skin. So, I mean, it's not hard to sell this to a client that is struggling with their skin, with acne, with old marks that make them feel, not confident. So we really need to help our clients with things like that, to just make their makeup look more smoother. And then also pigmentation is a big thing, ladies. People that struggle with pigmentation won't ask questions. They just want to know, what can I apply on this damn pigmentation that will make it go away or make it lighter? Remember the SPF primer when somebody tells you about that. That is one of the main reasons why in the skincare combos you get the SPF primer, because it helps for the pigmentation. And please tell your clients that they should be patient. You're not going to see straight away, wow, the next morning your pigmentation is gone. But the more you wear this, the more with time it will get lighter. And also, pigmentation and the sun are enemies. Pigmentation doesn't want UV rays. Pigmentation doesn't want the sun. But the sun loves pigmentation. So literally that works against each other. If somebody does not wear SPF, the pigmentation marks are going to get maybe a bit darker or more drastic. So hello friend. This you also want to tell them. Like, if you are struggling with pigmentation now and you don't want it to get any worse or darker, you need to apply this primer. This also contains vitamin E, C and A, which is so good for the skin. And it also helps for hormonal breakouts. So literally, I've put this on my pimples before, and give it a day or two and that little booger is gone. Last but not least, with a smaller tube, clients might complain that it's very thick and they struggle to blend it into their skin. Ask them to just take a hairdryer and just warm up that product and then put it onto the face, because the product is a lot thicker in the winter because it's cold. The primer is stored in a cold room. So just ask them to warm that primer up and then apply it to the face. Then they will not struggle to blend that out. And that is it for Primer 101.